Hello everyone, Jonas here with another shoutcast for you. To actually have game number 2 between TT1 and Vibe. Basically, if Vibe wins this, he is going to take the series 2-0. But will TT1 force a third game? We'll have to wait and see what happens in this game. Last game we did see Vibe go with a nice macro play, getting 3 bases up, getting his roaches out just in time to deal with the pressure from TT1, and was able to push TT1 back. We'll have to see if both players do the same thing this game, or will they go with a different type of direction. We are going to see a probe finally go out, or actually go out really early, I mean to say, and a pylon is going to go down right away, so we are going to see another fast expand build from TT1. The good news for this is it is going to be Shakur's, so getting across the map is going to be a little bit more effectively than last game. So hopefully he'll be able to get across that map, put that early pressure on, and possibly force a game 3. We'll have to wait and see how Vibe actually responds to it. Oops, wrong button there. We are going to hopefully see a great game though between these two players. Both of them are really good players, so I expect a high level game just like last game. And we are going to see TT1 coming in there, scout around. And the good thing about this scout is he's going to be able to get this probe in really early, possibly block any expansion that comes up early on over here on the left side. And that's exactly what he's going to do, is block that hatchery as much as he can. It's going to force him to Vibe to either get 2 drones pulled off the line, or even force him to wait till he gets Zerglings up to go down and expand. So it's going to delay this about a minute more probably, or a little bit less than that, but it's going to delay it more than Vibe wanted it to be delayed. Same time we are going to see another probe come down across the map, possibly going to save the 400 minerals there and throw down that expansion right away. So even before that forge, since he is able to scout this over here and he does see that there's no hatchery yet, he's going to know it's very safe to actually expand before forge. And doing a great job here, TT1, fending off 2 drones to block off this hatchery as much as he can. And the probe has to be pulled away there because it's almost dead. So Vibe is going to be getting this delayed about 3 minutes into the game. Not too bad though. I mean, 3 minutes in the game with the hatchery is pretty normal, so it wasn't really delayed too badly. But TT1 doing a great job delaying as much as he possibly could. Even forcing 2 drones down there, and a queen being produced right away as well for Vibe. So Vibe's going to try to work up his macro as much as he can and get as many drones out before any pressure comes across the map. A drone is going to come into the base and is able to see that TT1 is expanding here and throwing down that forge as well. So he's going to have a pretty good idea what TT1 is doing. Worker count 18 to 18, so very even there on the worker count station there. This drone doing a great job getting as much scouting information. Sees there's no gas as well, so that's going to indicate that there's not going to be any pressure for a while. So he's going to be able to actually macro up pretty easily there. And we are going to see TT1 just trying to get his drone count up and going. Finally throws down a gateway to get some producing units out, but that's going to really give Vibe a chance to probably throw down a 3rd expansion as well. There's going to be a probe up here though. He's going to be able to see if that happens, and it looks like he's going to try to do that. But this probe is going to be able to block off this expansion up on the top as well. The Zergling comes over across the map. Will he be able to scout this though when it goes down? He's going to hide that drone over there though, so he's going to be able to hide that. Maybe he did see that drone, maybe not. But that's going to put that 3rd expansion up and going. So Vibe trying to actually expand once again. He knows that he's going to be okay to do that just because there's not going to be any units on the field for quite some time. Finally, 2 gases up and going for TT1, so he's going to be able to get those gas structures up and going. Cybernex going down as well. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I did get a new mic, so hopefully it sounds good. Let me know what you guys think about the mic. I also got a webcam, so I do have some ideas cooking down the road for my webcam. So expect to see my beautiful face down the road. But anyways, going back to the game, I know I kind of got off subject there, but I forgot to mention that. We are going to see 2 more gases go down for TT1, so definitely trying to get his gas production up and going as fast as he can. Worker count station shows 35 to 28 in favor of TT1. So Vibe really pulling, stopping production on the workers there for some reason for a while. Falling behind there in the worker count as well, so very interesting to see that. But anyways, we're going to have some queens up on the top base and on the bottom base. Roach Warrant going down as well. But we are going to see that 1 attack go down as well for TT1. And Evolution Chamber going down, so we are going to see some upgrades coming out from Vibe as well. And he is going to be producing some more gas. 2 gases at this point, one on his main base and one starting to be built on his second base. So not going to have much gas in the bank for Vibe. So Vibe is going to really have to rely on his roaches and zerglings to fend any early pressure off. TT1 is going to be throwing down 3 more gateways. So he's going to be working off 4 gates very early here. So looking good for TT1 in my opinion. He's going to even have a box facility out. This is a very good move. Just because last game there's a lot of roaches, he knows that, so he's going to be going actually mixing up a little bit and throwing that robox facility in there. Probably going to be seeing some immortals out. I really agree with that, just because immortals will do a lot of damage to those roaches. But we are going to have that third base starting to get saturated for Vibe. Worker count 48 to 43 now, still in favor of the Protoss player TT1. And a lot of upgrades going down. 1 attack for the Zerg player, 1 attack for the Protoss player. So both players trying to get their upgrades up and going. The spread of the creep doing a great job there. Creep spread is trying to get these bases combined here so he can actually reinforce both bases fairly fast. And I have to say, I really like the move from TT1 here. He's going to be destroying the cybernetics core, so he's going to be pushing out here. Lots of sentries on the field. So he's going to have plenty of force fields. He really lacked that last game as well. I know he lost a lot early on, but later game he didn't really build any, which I didn't really agree with that at all. So here we go. The cybernetics core does fall down, so we are going to be seeing a push here, I'm sure, very shortly. Tons of sentries out on the field, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. And we are going to have an observer on top as well, so he's going to be able to see those burrowed roaches if there are any. Obviously, there's not going to be any quite yet. But he's going to be able to be well prepared if he does have to run into them. 3 roaches on the way. Army size is really low for Vibe. Only a few roaches. The good thing is normally this would be really bad, but there's going to be a mortal on the way as well, so this is going to be able to deal with this. I'm sure he's not going to push until he gets the mortal out. That'd be a very bad idea. But there's going to be a lot of force field, so he's going to be able to block off these roaches very effectively if he uses them just right. Vibe is trying to get his roach count up. 7 more roaches on the way and about 12 in the mix there. How many are there? There's 21. I'm way off. So 22 roaches, 3 on the way, and a few more have been produced. So that's the reason why the roach count looked a little higher than what it was. They are just starting to get to that point of the rally. And this is going to be interesting to see what happens. That one immortal needs to stay alive, though. If it gets picked off, this is going to be very bad for TT1 for this push. Here comes the push. More stalkers being warped in, and some actually already been warped in for the back. The push is coming, though. The roach is trying to get in position, and they are going to be actually flanked from the top and from the left here. Here comes the push, and flanking from the top, but force fields do go down. Pretty good force fields, but we are going to have a surround from Vibe. Vibe is not picking off this immortal. This immortal is going to town. And it's doing a lot of damage, and these stalkers are actually picking off the roaches from the back end of it as well. The force fields did a pretty good job there blocking off a few of those roaches, but the roaches are falling fairly fast. And this is looking very good for TT1 with this push. Actually blocking these roaches, putting them into a corner, and they are going to fall. And this baller immortal just doing a great job with a lot of damage and a lot of stalkers still alive. And this push is looking very effective for TT1. TT1's going to be pushing right into the main base, and I think this is going to be GG already for Vibe. Vibe not able to destroy this army this time, and TT1 showing us how to attack off of the actual gateways like he should. Last game wasn't effective. This game definitely is. This immortal finally not going to, still not going to die. It's finally starting to lose some health, but it's not going to be picked off. And we are going to see lots of drones dying. And roaches trying to clean this up as best as they can, but not going to happen. And there's the GG. And we are going to go into game number 3 between these 2 players. Who will take the series? We're going to have to find out next game. Please keep watching. I hope you enjoy my shoutcast. And you guys, thank you once again for tuning in.